So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get a 100% booked call rate, okay? That is not BS, all right? That is not hyperbole, all right? This exact method that I've used, at the time of this recording, I have a 100% booked call rate on it, okay? Now let me explain how and why, because you're probably thinking that is a bunch of nonsense, and I understand the plight, okay? Let me get into it. So, first thing you're thinking is, who the hell are you? And why should I listen to your bold ass? Now, I actually write these scripts myself, so I like to inject some fun into it. So, who am I, okay? Because you probably don't know who I am, so I want to explain to you who I am. So, my name is Dan James, and I'm the founder of Thakos, a business that was doing 30K a month, which I'm currently sunsetting. And I'm the co-founder of Linko, which is currently at 0K a month. It's a brand new offer. Now, I have the best outreach ever, and that's what my entire business about, my entire new offer is about. It's about utilizing incredible outreach for prospects and booking the meeting every single time. And I know I can guarantee it because I've done it countless times myself, working with nothing but whales. And here's some people that have responded to my outreach. Fernando Oliver, this guy used to be my client, best client ever, such a nice guy. And some other people that have responded to my outreach saying, this is insane, I'm curious how you did this, it's absolutely incredible. So that's the level we're working here, and I want you to be able to get the same reaction with your outreach, okay? So stay tuned, lock in, let's go. So, but first, what's the current state of the market? Now, the current state of the market in B2B is a red ocean, okay? The market is absolutely flooded. All of these dudes sold courses, and so many more sold courses, so that so many people are doing outreach. So many people are running B2B companies, okay? And outreach is the bedrock of a B2B company, of course paid ads, but especially when you first start, all right? So that's why the market is so unbelievably flooded. And that's why we've got Cardinal Mason, Fazio, Iman Gadzi. And this is not a diss, by the way. This is not me dissing any of these people. I don't know Iman or Cardinal, but Fazio is my mentor. I'm a coach in his program. I think it's fair to say that he's a friend of mine. So it's not a diss at all, okay? I'm just trying to highlight the state of the market, okay? Cool. So same offers. So many people are doing the exact same thing for the exact same ICP. So you could be in cold email. You could be a content agency. You could be a LinkedIn agency. Ads and funnels. There's so many different agencies that have sprung up, and the markets have become very saturated, very sophisticated. So if I just type in cold email on LinkedIn, we've got so many people who are all doing cold email for the exact same ICP. Like, that's a complete red ocean, okay? So you got to think from the prospect's perspective. They're getting the same offer, the same style emails, the same everything day in, day out. I had a prospect who messaged me saying that they get pitched YouTube offers 3 times a day. Like, take that in. You can see my eyes are bloodshot. They're getting pitched the same offer 3 times a day. A day! You're not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy. No one's gonna buy, okay? Of course you're not gonna buy. So we need to stand out, all right? That's the state of the current market. The next thing, I've even put it here, is tired prospects. So I already mentioned this. This guy said that he gets pitched 3 to 4 times a day for YouTube. Now, that is as red of an ocean that it gets. And that's probably why he doesn't want to work with anyone, because he's tired of it, okay? Tired prospects. Amazing. So how do we get past all of this, okay? We need to get past the fact that competition is very high. We need to get past the fact that our prospects are being hit 3 to 4 times a day with the same offer. What can we do to stand out so that we can work with whales? We want to work with whales, okay? Whales. We want to work with whales, and we also want to be able to work with people who are going to give us the highest LTV, i.e. whales, the highest LTV, the nicest to work with, and on top of that, will also lead to the biggest social proof, okay? If you can work with nothing but whales, what would that do for your business? I sound like Dean Graziosi, I sound like Tony Robbins, but working with whales will pay you the most money, and it will give you the biggest social proof. If you can have clay on your books, or you can have, I don't know, Apollo on your books or any of these massive software companies. It boosts your credibility. So that's why I personally only want to work with whales, and I didn't want to settle for just doing cold email and hoping someone would respond. I just knew it just didn't align with my personality or my values at all. So how do we get past this? Now, this is a concept I need to teach you. In every single outreach, there are two levers that you're pulling, okay? This is universal for all outbound, all outreach, and probably organic content and paid ads too, but I'm just gonna focus on outbound, okay? Now, the two things that we have to get past is attention and expertise. In order for your outreach to be successful, you must fulfill both conditions, okay? That's pivotal. Now, let's look on the first one. The first one is attention. In order for one human being to pay another human being or another entity money, they must have their attention. That is a prerequisite, okay? There are businesses that have services that I probably need, but I will never give them money because I don't know they exist. So until they get my attention, they can't get my money, okay? So first, we must gain attention, okay? Attention is the underlying bedrock of all outbound, all right? If people don't respond, if people don't receive it, if people don't care, then you could have a Bentley as your offer, free Bentley, and if nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter. So attention is the first lever. Cool. The next thing is expertise. Now, expertise is essentially where you're able to highlight to a prospect that you frankly do know what you're talking about, and you are very good at what you do. Nobody on God's green earth wants to pay someone that doesn't know what they're doing. Why would they possibly do that? Especially with AI. So once we gain their attention, we have to show to the person, I do know what I'm talking about. This is why I know what I'm talking about. Look at my social proof. Listen to the way that I talk about the topic. Listen to the ideas I have. Listen to the problems I'm going to solve for you. That is building your expertise, okay? So lever one is attention and lever two is expertise. And every piece of outbound that you've ever done, I've ever done, and everybody on earth has ever done has to, under all circumstances, get round this. Cool? Hope that makes sense. Amazing. So, always think to yourself, how can I provide even more useful solution to my prospect? The more useful the solution is, the better. So if two people offered you, I'm West Indian, so I'm gonna use the West Indies, a free stay at a hotel in the Caribbean, but you had to pay for travel costs, pay for food, pay for the excursions, and sort out the logistics in your business so you can take time off, or a free trip, all expenses paid, and logistics sorted to the Caribbean. What are you picking? The point is that you're picking the second one because it's more complete. There's more that's done for you, okay? So with your outreach, what we want to do is we want to offer them something that's remarkable, something that they haven't seen before, something that makes them go, wow, this is a really, really incredible offer. We're all going to take the second one. So the way that I've been able to do this is by creating super looms. Now, there are many tactics that you can go about to do this, but today we're just going to talk about super looms. So in every piece of outreach of Dream 100, there's two levers that we're pulling, and that's, as I said, attention and expertise. And in this instance, we are leading with attention. Now, the reason why I like to lead with attention instead of expertise is because if we want to work with whales, we want to work with absolutely massive people, the most difficult thing is getting their attention. Think about Alex Hormozy, think about Elon Musk, think about these absolutely massive business owners. Getting their attention is extremely difficult. So by leading with, hey, give me your attention, then we can do the expertise second, okay? And this tactic has allowed me to get 100% but call rate, not close rate. I haven't closed everybody doing this, but 100% but call rate, okay? This is how we do it. So this works best for, as I said, huge whale clients and people that when you're in very, very sophisticated markets like cold email, YouTube agencies, ad and funnels, etc. So why attention? Prospects have been picked 4 million times. They have. The prospect is so big that you need to do something incredible to grab their attention. Do you think you could send a gamma dot to Cole Gordon or Alex Hormozy? Do you think you could send a cold email? No, you can't. You literally can't because it won't gain their attention. So what I do instead is I lead with a super video, and by creating a super video for them, it allows them to go, wow, this person clearly knows what they're talking about. Let me talk to them. So this is why I like creating these super videos. Number one, you have a 100% chance of standing out. So there is a 0% chance that your prospect would have seen anything like this. Every single time that I send somebody a super video, they go, wow, I've never seen anything like this. And they have to talk to me. The next thing is that I booked calls, okay? The point of your outreach is to book the call, make the sale, whatever your funnel is, but most of the time it's to book the call, okay? If I could send a message to a prospect saying, open this or kidnap your mother, or book a call or kidnap your mom, I promise I would. But obviously I can't, because that would not improve my booked call rate or close rate. But what I'm doing here is I'm doing something that's remarkable and making them think I have to speak to them, okay? That's why I love doing these outreaches. And briefly, I want to show you an example of one that I've done. So this was an outreach that I did where I flew all the way to Lebanon for an 8-figure founder, okay? This guy's making north of $10 million a year, okay? Think about how difficult it is to get his attention. So already off rip, I've gained his attention. Andre Superloom, what the hell is that? Oh my God, I am so bored. So here you can see that I've created a movie outreach for them. That will lead to a 100% booked call rate because people aren't doing this for other prospects. They're sending emails, they're sending the same LinkedIn, bloody useless DM strategies. This is the opposite. It's very, very concentrated to one person. Oh my days. Dude, I gotta take a seat. He has finally realized the time has come. Now, you get the idea. I think the overarching point I'm trying to make here is that by doing something that's remarkable for a prospect, you can just guarantee calls. And the reason why you can guarantee calls is because it's something that they would have never seen. And it allows you to stand out from all the other people in the industry. We spoke about earlier how industries are extremely saturated with the same offers, the same this, the same that. And we don't want to be in the same position as everybody else. So that's why by having a super video, you completely stand out to all the other people, okay? And I've created a bunch of these videos and I'm sitting on a very, very pretty close rate, a very, very pretty booked call rate. So the next time that you're thinking, oh man, like I'm gonna send a generic email, say to yourself, how bad do I wanna work with this person? What can I do to stand out? What are the different ways that I can make sure this person wants to talk to me? And what are the things that I can do that other people in the market won't do? If you go against what the market's doing, if you stand out and you highlight your attention, you highlight your expertise and you gain their attention, your odds of closing them increase exponentially. And it's worked so well for me. Anyways, appreciate you watching. I'll see you for the next one.